morning, espresso enthusiasts, and welcome back to another episode of Chat GPT, where this week we are taking a look at the letter X. And when prompted, Chat GPT came back with a recipe that I actually had to ask Chat GPT how to pronounce, because this is Xocoatl. And I believe ChatGPT told me it was pronounced Xocoatl. It's apparently some Aztec drink, and that's realistically all I know about it. I will say that it required me to practically pull out the entire contents of my pantry. That's a moderate exaggeration, but there's a lot of ingredients in this drink. So we got those ingredients out. We've got my whole collection of measuring spoons because we're gonna need a lot of them. This is a latte-like type drink, so we got our milk, and we're just gonna have a good time. But bell. Every like, subscribe, and share helps. So that out of the way, our instructions. Brew our shot of espresso and set it aside, so we'll get started with that. And then in a small saucepan, we are going to heat milk until it's hot but not boiling. We are going to add our dark chocolate, our cocoa powder, our honey, our cinnamon, our chili powder, and vanilla. We are going to mix all of that together until the chocolate is completely melted, and then we're going to pour the espresso into a mug and then pour the chocolate milk mixture into the espresso, and we're going to give it a drink. So those are the steps. The ingredients that we have today is we have some dark chocolate chips, cocoa powder, we can use honey or sugar, I'm going to be using honey, vanilla extract, chili powder, which I've got some in a little mason jar here, and then we've got some ground cinnamon. So what I'm thinking we're gonna do is we'll pull our shot into our mug, we will steam our milk, and then we'll just kind of mix everything up into the milk. I'm probably gonna over steam the milk. It's not gonna be great latte milk, but it will be hot enough to where I should be able to incorporate everything and mix it all up in there. So that all said, I'm gonna grab a pitcher, put some milk in it, and then I will see y'all over at the espresso station. Okay, so here we are, we have our milk. I forgot my cup. Okay, so we have our milk ready to go. We have our espresso cup, and we're gonna go ahead and pull our shot of espresso. I have very large concerns about this drink. Chocolate and milk is okay. Vanilla and chocolate and milk is okay. I'm not real sure about the chili powder. That seems a little out of left field. So who knows? Maybe it'll just be like spiced hot chocolate, but with coffee? Who knows? Maybe this won't be as bad as I suspect it to be. See, I think the last video in this series is the one that I'm super concerned about. That one's gonna have avocado in it. And I can't imagine avocado and coffee go well together. Oops, that got away from me a little bit. All right. got our espresso. Let's go ahead and steam our milk to where it's nice and toasty. All right, that ought to be plenty hot enough. All right, let's go assemble our drink. All right, so we're back. We have our espresso, we have our milk, and now we can start assembling. So first, I left my spoon in the other room. I'm gonna go get that. Back with the spoon. So first we are going to pour in our 1 ounce of dark chocolate. It said dark chocolate chopped. I'm using dark chocolate chips because I'm lazy. So that goes in the milk. And I guess we can kind of give that a bit of a stir to get it melting. The chocolate sank right to the bottom and got really mushy. I can feel it. All right, that feels good. So we have chocolate milk. Now we're gonna add in a teaspoon of cocoa powder, because if that wasn't chocolatey enough, we need more chocolate. 1 teaspoon. Boop. Easy peasy. Okay, guess we can mix that in. Okay, now we have even chocolatier chocolate milk. Now we're gonna add a teaspoon of honey. Because who couldn't use a little more sweetness in their life? Okay, teaspoon of honey. I guess I can mix that with the teaspoon and melt all that honey off. It seems like a smart chefy thing to do. All right, and now that that teaspoon's nice and dirty, we'll put it in the sink. Okay, now we need a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. That seems like way too much cinnamon. But who am I to argue with our AI overlords? Quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. Mix that up in there. We got that. Now we need our 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, which we are using our super high-end mason jar chili powder today. Don't ask me what the brand of it is because I have no idea. Definitely not sponsored by them either. But here we go. All right. See, this recipe seemed okay up until this point, because I don't think chili powder needs to go in any type of latte. But I'm happy to be proven wrong. Nothing else that brought a lot of color to the party. Okay, and now we need a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. That does not seem like enough vanilla to save this from the chili powder. Okay. So we have an abomination of chocolate milk. And I guess at this point, like, I've probably agitated that milk way too much and this espresso has sat way too long, but I'm gonna try and pour some latte art anyway, because if nothing else, it'll make me feel better about the mess that I'm about to ingest. So here we go. And that milk is way too thin at this point to even try to pretend to be latte art. So we're just, oh man, that's got an aroma. I'm concerned. That is, okay, opinions. So smell is like slap in the face chili powder, followed by like a tickle of cinnamon, and then that's really all you get. So I'm gonna try this. If I die, send help. If I don't, feel free to laugh at me. Oh, yeah, no, that's not good. God. It was chili powder. I think it would have been okay up until that point. The chili powder just comes way too strong. So yeah, Chat GPT lost it on this one. This is not good. God, it's like the chili powder's got a bit of like smokiness to it, and that just comes way too strong in the coffee. I understand some people like dark roast for the bit of smokiness, but this is just way overdone. It tastes very artificial. I think it would have been okay with just the chocolate and the honey and the vanilla, maybe even the cinnamon, but ditch the chili powder. So that is, God, I am rambling on. I am baffled by how bad that is. Okay, more distilled opinion. Chili powder in this recipe, I think, ruins it a little bit. If you were to give this a shot, in my humble opinion, I would tell you to forego that. But if you're up for an interesting coffee drink that you probably won't like, give this one a shot. Otherwise, skip it. But as always, have a caffeinated day.